I think the most undercovered story of the transition is what is the Trump operations attitude towards working with Democrats in the Senate? Okay. Leave the Republicans aside because these confirmations are Republican only affairs. Nobody's going to be confirmed by substituting Republican votes for Democratic votes. Some may get Democratic votes, like Marco Rubio. So it's not about confirmation, but it is about the legislative agenda. And next year, except for reconciliation, if Donald Trump wants to pass legislation through the Senate, he's going to need Democratic votes. Now, I think he could actually get Democratic votes for the tax bill. That's a story for another day. But if he wants to do other stuff that's not in reconciliation, he needs 7 Democrats to vote for it. And the Gaetz nomination was not going to help him with his relationship with Democrats. As Donald Trump would say, this I can tell you. So I'm not saying he withdrew it because of a master's plan to start working with Democrats, but I can tell you that there were a lot of political costs to continuing with this nomination. Now, what I think happened, and I don't know this from more than one source, and it's not a senator, it's a Senate aide, but my instinct says it's true, is it's those Venmo records, right? He paid young women cash and he had sex and there's reason to believe he had sex with them. Now he can say all he wants they were gifts to girlfriends, but paying teenage girls as a sitting member of Congress through Venmo, cash money, I just think my gut is that Mitch McConnell said no, that guy's never going to get my vote. So Trump went conventional. If you can't get the votes, you don't. There are all these theories about, well, go forward with it and have him be the sacrificial lamb, and then you can get somebody else in as attorney general, and it takes the heat off of all the nominees. Maybe there's something to that, but the cost of going forward was high. And again, Sean and I, excuse me, and Dan thought high, but Trump is happy to pay the cost. If Gaetz failed at any point along the way, they'd find somebody else, and they just brush themselves off and go forward. Too high. For whatever reason, they thought it was too high. Now, what's Gaetz going to do next? Senator from Florida, take his House seat, go into the White House staff. I have no idea. I haven't had time to do any reporting on that, but people are interested in that, obviously.